there's your choice of what you do to the world, which can be good or which can be evil. But there's nothing out there which by nature is good or evil. So it's your own choice with what type of filter are you watching out into the world. There are 8 billion people right now, and if you have to choose what type of life would you like to have, you all would choose peaceful life, happy life, pleasant life, no stress, no problems, no conflict. Is it every day peaceful, joyful, happy, stress-free, conflict-free? It's not. Why is it not? I met Rinpoche Tulku Lobsang approximately like 1 year ago. We met in Switzerland because we were both at an event. Maybe some of you know, it's called Unity in Switzerland. And at least from my side, I mentioned it before, for many years I've been very much a control freak. I like controlling things, or thinking at least I can control them. But something, when I met Rinpoche Tulku Lobsang, just told me, it wasn't planned from my side. Maybe there's a reason why I meet him. And even if our methods and the way how we approach, let me just call it, that we approach this life is different, but there is something which is the same. I think our lifetime in this body is limited. Yes. I think it is the same from your perspective, that our lifetime in this body as we know it, it's limited. Okay. Because it's limited, I start very simple and say, so as long as we have this body, it's better to have it healthy than to have it sick. This is why automatically physicality and taking care of the body belongs to a big part of what I do since many years. So number one area is very simple, keep the body healthy. If the body is not healthy, then no matter what type of dreams and wishes you have, it becomes very complicated. So this was the initial starting point, why approximately 13, 14 years ago, I started just simply spreading a lot of physical exercises, wherever you find them, for people to practice in order to just get back to your body and get a little bit away from being in the minus level and at least be in the neutral level, what it means to have a healthy body. But at the same time, now it's not just about doing any type of movement, but in the moment, especially when you take the field of martial arts, when you practice martial art movements, there is only one way how to make that martial art movement become skillful after some time. It is by doing it repetitively and in the best case also with a certain state of mind. And that certain state of mind I simply call make whatever you do with the body with the full awareness of what you're capable of. So having physical training connected now with training and developing the awareness and the level of attention of the mind, for me at least, started to be the bridge of saying the same awareness that you are putting into your physical training when you do any type of movement, the same awareness, if you practice and apply it to everything else that you do during your lifetime, which you don't consider as training, is the training. So that was the whole idea, that was the whole bridge I tried to build since the beginning. You use the body in order to become more aware of your mind. And why the mind? Because at least from my understanding until today, this is how one of the teachings of the Buddha starts. Everything you create with the mind. So it just sounded very logically somehow. Let's get to know more about the mind. So that's it. And since there are many ways to understand the mind, why the mind, what is the mind exactly, this is why I appreciate it very, very much that today you have Rinpoche, Tulku Lobsang, and to just open up to you a completely different field. No, not a different field, another perspective. Because that's what it is. The only thing all the time we try to share with you is different perspective. I'm not saying that we are in the possession of the only truth, no, but we are in possession of one perspective that if you don't have it until now, that perspective won't make your life become more bad. It just enriches your life with one more perspective. And it's still up to you to decide which perspective you want to take. There is no must in this world. Yeah, so that was just to give you a little glimpse, okay, how does this all fit together? On the one side, you practice Kung Fu, fighting, boxing, kicking, stretching, Qigong, Lohan Gong, 13 Lohan, and then suddenly now you have the chance to talk to a Tibetan master, which is a completely different field. Because in this lifetime, I tell you once again, it's not about punching and it's not about kicking. And it's not about fighting. Definitely that is not what it's about. But in order to punch, in order to kick, and in order to fight, there are some principles that are the same principles I think is useful to know in everyday 24-hour day. So that is the whole idea. No big secrets about it. No big philosophy behind it. It's very straightforward. If you want to be able to make 50 push-ups, it doesn't come from wishing. It comes from doing the right things. And what is one of the biggest problems nowadays that we both feel like, and I also feel in my own life, everybody has? It's simple. If you could choose what type of life you would like to have. There are 8 billion people right now, and if you have to choose what type of life would you like to have, you all would choose peaceful life, happy life, pleasant life, no stress, no problems, no conflict. Of course, everybody would choose like this. So, which means you know what you want. And now the reality. And what do you have on an everyday life? Is it everyday peaceful, joyful, happy, stress-free, conflict-free? It's not. Why is it not? So you know what you want, but you don't get what you want. Why not? So, and I think it is because of the mind. And so this is why sometimes these opportunities arise to get to know more about the mind. So, enough talking.
I'm listening you very much, and I forgot that, I need talk. I just say, hey, concentrate, you need talk. But then I'm listening you so well, I forgot it. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. I have this opportunity, but you already introduced our meetings. Maybe I don't need to repeat. And, first of all, my English not good. And just remember this. But somehow people understand. Until now, some Tibetan lamas, they need to translate English to English, some Tibetan lama, he talk English, only her student know her English. Then they translate really English, But me maybe a little better than this, but still I never learn English, I never know how to write my name. Therefore, my English is very, very simple. Yeah, and yes, maybe, I don't know, maybe I just like to say this way, Well, maybe I like to say this way. Mother planet is just hotel. We are not owner of this hotel. You and me have just 20,000 days. After 20,000 days, me, 105 years old man. I know life is very famous. Everybody talk about, everybody worry, everybody running behind life. Look like mother who lost a child, chasing with something. Especially people who you don't believe in next life, this is only your last chance. I don't encourage to you believe next life, but you only believe life is one. This time means you and me just have 20,000 days. Life is a great illusion, but maybe really what we have 20,000 days. Life is very, very short. And therefore I'm always saying, in this 20,000 day, 10,000 day we are asleep. Is a sleep 10,000 day, is the purpose of life? That's all what we're looking for. Now we have just 10,000 day more. In this 10,000 day, 8,000 day, we are go to work, or what you call have a job. Job means you have a chair. You have a chair. Maybe you have a wooden chair, golden chair, but you have a chair. And you spend time 8,000 in the chair, you spend time 10,000 in the bed. Now you and me have only 2,000 days, but still we are searching something. I don't know, the purpose of life, meaning of life, We look like hungry dog and run in all directions. We look like a mother who lost a child. And we are focused and searching. During the sleeps and during the dreams, also we are searching something. Ladies, gentlemen, I'm not brainwash here you. I'm talk something reality. You and me have only 20,000 days. Now I'm 50 years old. I maybe stay more 55 years, means around 20,000 days. Well, 10,000 days sleep, 8,000 days go work. Now you and me left 2,000 days. Well, here in truth is painful. Truth is not everybody. That's why Buddha, he never teach truth complete one time. Nobody handle. He give leader peace to leader peace. Truth is not everybody. Well, what I want to say, the famous life, correct? Everybody talk life, my life, our life, your life, life. Yeah, life. Well, what I want to say, we have 2,000 days now. 1,000 days, I'm always joking, we are complaining, The complaining others or complaining ourselves, complaining how much we are not happy. Is this the purpose of life? I don't think so. What is life? To sit in 8,000 day chair, sleep at 10,000 day bed, and 1,000 day complaining? Is you think that is really our life? I don't think so. Now you and me is just left 1,000 days, especially who live you in Germany. Germany or Europe or whatever. I'm always making joke. You need you need 1,000 day or around 3 year or 1,000 day. You need check out to the hotel. I'm a Tibetan, we don't have insurance look like you. Therefore, we are very quick check out. But maybe Europeans, you say you have insurance, correct? And therefore, you need a long paperwork to check out. Checking in very complicated. The birth is very complicated, but the checking out also very complicated, Mostly we need around 3 years to lay in the bed and waiting to check out into this hotel. Who is on this hotel? Mr. Death. Mr. Death. Never ever forget death. Never ever forget death. I know this is not so popular, maybe subject or talk, but I'm always say, of course, we are humans is the only species who possible make dreams. Maybe dogs or fish or crocodiles, they cannot dream look like us. Yes, we are dreaming this, we want this, we want this, we are dreaming. Of course, it's a dreaming, it's great. We are chasing our dreams. Well, maybe now it's not just the dreaming, it's a time to wake up. Is you forget death, maybe you're just dreaming whole life, you never wake up. Time to wake up. I know many people wake up, the moment of death is a call in you, but you are too late. Ladies, gentlemen, time to wake up. What I mean to wake up, simple way. Not just not too much following the problem of the past, not too much waiting happiness future. Let's live now, here, and enjoy what you have. I know we are humans, always believe what we don't have make we happy, and what we have, we are never happy. I always say humans always want to know what they don't. Humans always want to know what they don't know, but they don't know what they know. Therefore, what mean time to wake up means, Tulku Lobsang myself, I'm not a great master or something, but I'm a Tibetan, I born in Tibet, I went to monastery, study everything, but what is my small practice every day? I'm just wake up every day, I enjoy with my breakfast. My breakfast, I'm always look like lottery winning. Yes. Therefore, I just want to say what I want to say. Really. Therefore, my short answer, what I want to say. Each 24 hours, we experience cycle of life. How you sleep, exactly same how you die. Therefore, each 24 hours, we die one time. How you dreaming, exactly same after death. How you wake up, exactly how you born. That means, ladies, gentlemen, each day you born one time. Don't forget. Wake up the kindness of the day. Wake up the best gift of the day. You should be happy you are wake up. You don't need more reason be happy than wake up. Of course, I possibly have more reason to be happy, but wake up. Without wake up, you don't have nothing. Wake up the kindness of the day, and the sleep is the compassion of the day. Without the sleep, your day is too painful, no matter. Without sleep, your day is too painful. Therefore, sleep is the compassion of the day. Wake up is kind of kindness of the day. And that's what I want to say.
Sometimes there's an advantage and there's a disadvantage in looking the way of how we look, or let's talk how I look. Asian and no hair on the head directly opens a huge field of interpreting now and projecting stuff upon me that is just not real. This is how it starts, number one. Meaning also that very often, of course, when like someone like Tulku Lobsang Rinpoche appears somewhere, maybe I appear somewhere, and then we start talking something that sounds partially wise, people always think, yeah, of course, because they're sitting in the forest or in the mountains all the time. They are completely far off the reality of life, so this is why they know how to talk about peace and calm. Well, no. Maybe in some cases that is true, not in these cases. Because number one is, I grew up in Germany and have always been with both feet in both worlds. Naturally growing up in the German European system on the one side, and with my other leg, let's say out of interest, being for many years in the Shaolin tradition, then being in the Buddhist tradition, being in the Zen teachings, knowing what the science nowadays makes new discoveries. So it's not like we're not knowing what is it that is going on in the world. And also meaning not knowing what type of struggle is existing out there, because we went through the same. And there is one, I don't know if I should call it illusion or not, but there is something that was one big jump in my mental or own development, was one realization that before that I contemplated a lot about. In the beginning I didn't understand it. But when you start to go into the Buddhist teachings, at some point, I don't know if it comes from the Buddha or not, but you will face the sentence, you will hear the statement, life is suffering. And I was thinking, yeah, but life is also beautiful. Life has also happy moments. But just 2 or 3 days ago, I had it again, over and over again. Just some of you know, meanwhile, yeah? They don't need to make a big deal out of it. I was watching my son. Yeah, I mean, it's a great time. And I was thinking, what would be my final wish for my son? And there it starts already. The paradox. The best thing that could happen for my son is that he develops at some point in such a way that he's completely independent of me. So he grows up not needing me. But what is it like internally as, let's say, a father or as a parent, what is it that you on the other side still wish? That you always have some type of connection actually to the son. But having a connection to your son means there is still connection, which means he's not independent. So letting go, which actually is a very difficult part to do, but letting go is the best thing I can do in regards to my son one day. So knowing already right now, investing all of the time to prepare my son to one day not need me, it's a paradox. But it's the truth. It applies the same to all, even if it's not my son, my biological son. It's the same like with my teachers, with my laoshas, with my teachers and the masters from our temple. Yeah, so some of you maybe see that I haven't been here to take care of you all the time. Yes, and I'm telling you. No, even in the online course that I put out, it is called self-mastery. Why is it called self-mastery? Because there is no master out there for you to wait until he appears and teaches you something. It is for you to gain the strength, to maybe gain the confidence, to gain maybe whatever it is. But you have to live your own life, and you're going to suffer through your own sufferings. And based on these sufferings, you come out from them stronger than before and start to realize something about this life. And if you ask me, right now I'm 42 years old, I haven't suffered so much in 42 years than I suffered the last 2 years. I cannot even explain to you. But in the moment I started realizing this, there is no way to escape the suffering. There is no way to escape the suffering. Something started shifting. It's not that life suddenly became better, but what shifted is, I got rid of an illusion that just puts things in the right perspective right away. When suffering comes, you don't ask yourself anymore, why me? You just say, okay, here it is. Let's face it. Because that's the only thing you can do. And this is why sometimes the martial art way I like so much. Because some of you also know Shifu Yanlei, what is one of his favorite sentences? Sometimes you just have no choice. If you feel like you have a choice, you think about should I not, should I not. But sometimes you just don't give yourself a choice, and then anyway, what you do, you have to do. So, on the one side, I hope for you that there might be another way which is different to come to this type of conclusion. But at least for right now and where I stand in my life, the only thing right now I could tell you which helped me is the realization and giving up the expectation that you can live this life without suffering. It didn't happen for me. But from the suffering I faced, something new started to arise. And maybe that is the path. I don't know. This is where I'm standing right now. So, and maybe this is a point, Rinpoche, suffering, like what your perspective maybe is.
Suffering.
Suffering, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just joking, I'm so proud to be Buddhism because we know more suffering than anybody. What do you think, I always say. I know many people know more happiness, but I'm a Buddhism and I'm very proud. I know more than, I would say, more suffering than anybody. Well, I mean, maybe, yes. Of course, you already know, but maybe I just say some things. Well, let's say, body have a pain. Let's say, life have a problem. Body, we have a different kind of form of suffering. Let's say, life, maybe we have a problem. Body have a pain. Mind have a suffering. In Buddhism, we call three kind of sufferings. Is you really want happy, you must need to know what is a suffering. If you really want know to happiness, correct? I believe you need to know what is suffering. That's why Buddha first teaching of a Four Noble Truth, he said, Dengar Shirsha means you should, he said, Dengar Shirsha means you need to understand the suffering. And in this case, in the Buddhist teachings, we call three kind of suffering. Suffering over suffering, and then changeable suffering, and then we call conditional exist suffering. Buddha come to teach in this world. He not come to teach suffering. Animals also know. Mosquitoes, crocodiles, they also know. Buddha don't need come to say this. Changeable suffering is the humans also know. Maybe not everybody. And Buddha don't need to come to say, hey, we go to. Buddha don't have much say, And changeable suffering, I think humans also know. But they have another one, something nobody know. It's what you call conditional exist suffering. Sometimes we call pervasive suffering, or sometimes I call hidden suffering. The hidden suffering, we have a 24-hour. I'm always saying people, I'm not, what I want to say, I'm always saying sometimes maybe expectation of a life make me more suffering than life herself. We are over expectation, correct? And therefore, shortcut, what Master say, is maybe I say one sentence, therefore, maybe I make a simple way, let's say this way, is a suffering over suffering means, let's say, suffering of a body. And changeable suffering means suffering of a mind. In the conditional existing suffering means suffering of, existing. Therefore, I'm used to making joke. We have three medicine. One is a laughing, one is a sleep, one is a death. A death is to make you liberate suffering of existing. One day, you and me, no matter what kind of existence you have maybe respect of the all of the world. Maybe you have a fame of the all of the world. You have power of the all of the world. You have money of all of the world. No matter. just you exist is too much. Who liberate the suffering? Death. I don't like die now, but I feel very, very confident because one day I possible die. And the sleep is also what you call painkiller or of the body. One day, without sleep, body is too painful. And therefore, last thing what I want to say, don't forget it, or say, don't forget laughing. Laughing is the knowledge without learning. Laughing is not a religion, maybe, because we're not learned, but helped. Maybe sleep is maybe also not a religion, we're not learned, but helped. Therefore, if you want to reduce leader suffering and you want leader more happier, please don't forget that laughing, correct? Laughing, ha ha, hoo hoo, every day. Why not? Correct? Life is enough tough, And then don't forget to sleep, Maybe I say you want. It's okay this way I say it. Well, I'm a little lost now because therefore is my shortcut. What I want to say many times I say in people what Master also say in the expectation and fear in the Buddhism is what we call expectation is the enemy of happiness. Yes. Is a fear, is a demon. Fear is the demon of your life. Therefore, ladies, gentlemen, if you don't want so much suffering, never fear of a change. Always ready to change. Never ever forget to change, because change never forget you. You're very happy, don't forget to change. You're very healthy, don't forget to change. Change. If you don't want suffering so much in this world, I give you one secret teaching of a Buddha. Don't forget to change. If you want more happy in this world, I want to tell you one secret. Everything me is a secret. Because otherwise people not interested, Never expected life without problem. Never expect life without problem. If you says, I don't have a problem, you are one of most ignorant person in this earth. You have a problem. We all have a problem. Everything problem. If you look, everything problem. Therefore, never expected life without problem. Maybe you're more happier, and never fear of change of life. Maybe you're less suffering. Maybe that's what the Buddha's message, I think. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost, but okay. Yeah.
It's time for us to drink something, and you can contemplate if you heard some questions. Yeah.
His sun is coming now, yeah? It's nice. Now I see better you. Yes.
Here you are very famous for Tulku.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you if you can explain a little bit about it from your perception.
Of the more, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How does it contribute to the path towards enlightenment?
Enlightenment. Okay. That's lots of question, yeah. I didn't expect it. Well, but I already say, I need ready to change. Okay. Okay. Well, they have one Buddha sentence. We say we believe there are 1,000 Buddhas coming in this time. And this Buddha Shakyamuni is number, I think, 4th. And he says special sentence. Dukpa jiyang mershajang giyas karse gej karse. Okay, dukpa jiyang mershajang. Oh, I don't go in this sentence now. Oh, let's look. Gia pensum sokchi rang semne yongsidin the sanji tambayins. This is really one of the most important saying. And he say, I try to translate a very simple way, is he say, subjugate your mind, this is the Dharma. Subjugated or victory or subjugated or victory of your mind is the Dharma. Well, in Tammo is Tantric Buddhism. Tantric Buddhism, you need to say subjugate or victory of your body is the heart of Dharma. Why? We are the slave of this body. We are army of this mind. We have so much expectation of this mind. We have so much fear of this body because maybe this body not do what we wanted. Conclusion, we not own us. We are look like a dog who have owner. Who own us? We have 3 owner. Out owner, inner owner, secret owner. Life is on us, not we own life. The body is on us, not we own this body. The mind is on us. We not own this mind. We are the slave of this life and the body and mind. Therefore, this name what you call spiritual warriors. I say, don't be look like a dog, be look like a lion. Because a lion is a nobody own. Nobody possible owned lion. Lion no have honor. But our life is not look like a lion, we look like a dog. Means the life is on us, the body is on us, the mind is on us. Mind, so many things wanted. We are running behind us. Body needs so many things. We are running behind us, We are busy and busy and busy. Therefore, that's why is what I say, to subjugate it or victory of our body and mind is we have a Buddhism, we have a Sutrayana Buddhism. Sutrayana Buddhism, we first try to change our mind. Once you change your mind, the body go to change it. Tantric Buddhism, we first try to change the body, and your body is change it, your mind is go to change it. But remember, our mind is look like an adult person. Our body is look like a child. Your body is born child, live child, die child. Never become adult. And your body is a nature, not have a culture. Therefore, Tantric Buddhism, we're using body is the vehicle. That's why, body is we use vehicle. To changing body is more easy than changing mind. Once you change your body, or you to victory, correct? Victory or victory? Conquer, your mind is more difficult. Conquer your body is more easier. That's why Tantric Buddhism, we use body as a vehicle. Therefore, the more fire is, Tomo fire means is you have a special kind of body exercise and the breath holdings and the mental focus, then you generate inner fire, what we call. Inner fire means your body become warm. Once your body start to become warm, is your body don't have a pain. Body don't have a pain because your body warm, your body don't have pain. This name we call compassionate body. Moment your body have a very, very, very little tolerant pain. Everything make a pain. But your body start to become very, very warm, and this name we call Tomo fire, warm or Tomo fire. Your body, this name we call compassion of the body, and then your body, don't have pain. Is your body don't have pain, body don't complain it. That's not enough. And then, not only does your body start to feel bliss. I mean, bliss means look like a chocolate in your mouth, the sensation of bliss. Not only you don't have pain, you start to feel bliss. You start to feel bliss, body don't need anything. That means body don't complain it, body don't need anything. And what happened? And your body is 100% present moment. Generally, body is more present moment than mind. But the body is still not fully present moment. Why? Because he have a pain, he not feel bliss. And therefore he leader struggling. Yeah? There with Tomo fire means you first Tomo fire make this warmness is compassion, this bliss is a kindness. Therefore Tomo fire is a practice of love of the body. Once you feel warm and bliss, what going to happen? You start to change in your breath. Breath start to change. Breath is a karmic clock. You have out breath, inner breath. Out breath, every day you breathe in out 21,600. Inner breath, your heartbeat. Every day you have, according to Tantric Buddhism, you have 126,600 heartbeats up. This is a karmic clock. The breath, your mind go together. Until you don't control your breath, you never control your mind. Therefore, because your body be so bliss, compassion means warm and bliss, and your body start to be present moment. And this make your breath start to reducing, and then your mind become present moment. Your mind become present moment or complete, let's say, be in the present moment. What really mean body is a present moment? Mind be present moment means now your body and mind listening you. Body and mind listening you. I'm always saying, the world, they never go to happen. All of the world go to listen to you, but your body and mind never listen to you, no make a difference in your life. And that's why we practice this Tomo or inner fire. It's a form of a very powerful form of meditation. Yes?
Hi.
Yes.
So human beings, we have the general conception of good and evil. So we know that it's good to be kind and loving. And we know that it's evil to kill someone. Some people call that the moral law. Do you think that moral law comes from God? Or if not, where does that come from? And then also, if there's no afterlife, then what's the purpose of being good?
You?
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, let's put it straight something straight first. Yeah? If I speak, I don't speak for anybody else from any tradition or anything. I tell you my opinion. Okay. So, growing up in the field of martial arts, very early on, you get to know also Taoist teachings. So, you directly meet yin and yang, yes? Okay, good. Then also growing up in Germany, I went to Christian classes also when I was young. So, I learned about heaven and hell, and about good and evil, and about right and wrong. But then, trying now to put these things into perspective. So, number one, what does this ancient symbol want to tell me? Number one, I have never seen that symbol of yin and yang being illustrated, separated from each other. So you never see only yin being somewhere illustrated. You never see only yang being somewhere illustrated. You always see both of them together. Number one conclusion is yin and yang depend on each other. Second thing is yin and yang, they don't stand still. There is a constant movement. Now, taking out the fact of good and bad, let's just make it very simple in day and night. Okay, if I look out right now into this nature, I can understand how this symbol of yin and yang fits to this, what we observe out there. Because it's constantly changing. So what you find inside the symbol, it's also change. Yeah, which means what sometimes is good doesn't always stay good. And what sometimes is referred as being bad also doesn't stay bad. Good and bad, small and big, high and low are always relative. Relative, what I mean by that is, you need to have a how you call this? You know, if you take those two fingers right now, there is a smaller finger and there's a larger finger, yes? So in this constellation, you have one smaller finger, which could be the yin, and the larger finger, which is the yang, in that constellation. But it's wrong to say that the index finger is always yin and the middle finger is always yang. Why is it wrong to say? Because it depends on the constellation. Because in this constellation, what before has been yang has shifted now. So, meaning, there is no ultimate good and there is no ultimate bad. In my perspective, it really depends on in what type of relation do these things stand to each other. Which in a practical way means what is good in the mind of someone isn't good in the mind for somebody else. So good and bad is something subjective. It is subjective. Because in the search of looking for the objective truth, let me put it like this. Earthquakes happen in this world. Crime happens in this world. People starve to death happens in this world. Innocent people get hurt because of whatever. It happens in this world. Nothing can happen in this world without the approval of God. If there is something, if there is a universal force, if there is an almighty God, how can something in this world appear without Him knowing? So, whatever happens, it just happens. And now it's good that you asked this question, because normally this Shaolin tradition is derived from Chan Buddhism, or you also know from Zen Buddhism sometimes, yes? Okay. And in this field of teachings, at the same time, you often hear these words of, on the one side, wake up, or truth, or reality, and on the other side, you have like illusion. And I've stumbled across this word so often already that at some point I also got confused. Yeah? So what is like illusion now? And I can only give you one example which for me worked very, very well. Yeah, it's from one of our Zen masters who like showed it to us. It doesn't matter in what state, emotional state of being you are right now. If you are angry and I do this, if you are sad and I do this, if you are depressed, if you are joyful, if you are happy, whatever state of being you're in, if I do this, there is something truthful about it, which is completely irregardless of how you internally, subjectively feel yourself. There is something you cannot deny. You cannot not listen to this. It's the first and direct experience, yes? Only when you are in a certain state of emotional state or in a mental state, now it's possible you start to interpretate things into this. But there is nothing to interpretate into that one. It's the direct experience of something undeniable. So. And everything else, this is regarded as illusion. Everything from here, everything from here, everything that's colored. So, I'm not sure if this answer helps you, but there is the way how you can cope with the world. There's your choice of what you do to the world, which can be good or which can be evil. But there's nothing out there which by nature is good or evil. It is your own doing. This is what I, until now, feel like it makes sense to me. So it's your own choice with what type of filter are you watching out into the world. Yeah, and this is that Buddhist story about the dog who runs into a room with 1,000 mirrors. There's a dog running into a room with 1,000 mirrors. One time he runs in, looks into the mirror and sees 1,000 other dogs also like making like this with a tail, yeah? So which means he runs in and sees 1,000 happy dogs. And the second thing is, he runs into the room and he fletches his teeth, and he sees 1,000 other dogs also fletch with the teeth. So which reality are you creating? It's the one that you started projecting in the first place out from yourself. This is what I think is the case.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice. Thank you.
I'm sure he wants to know your perspective.
Yeah, okay. Maybe yeah, okay. Of course, that's very very complex, complicated. I need to give a really good answer. I need to talk many things. I cannot say here yes, no, good, bad. This is too simple. But maybe I say something. Well, in Buddhism, is we call Je, Lam, Dir, Sum. Je means the foundation of Buddhism. Lam means a part of Buddhism. Dir means the result of Buddhism. Yes? Foundation of Buddhism, let's say. Foundation of Buddhism, not Buddha. Foundation of Buddhism, not Dalai Lama, of course. Foundation of Buddhism, not Tulku Lobsang. Foundation of Buddhism, not the Indians, not the Tibetans, not the Chinese, not the Germans. Foundation of Buddhism is a nature. Nature. The ignorance of the nature is the only reason we are suffering. Or wrong view of the nature. A wrong view of nature is the path of maybe hell. I don't believe in hell, but it's a wrong view of wrong view of the nature is a part of hell. I don't believe in hell, but I believe in suffering. A right view of the nature. A right view of nature, I say the part of, let's say, is heaven. I don't believe heaven, but I believe happiness. Heaven, me, is just one of the greatest human's expectation method. Our expectation went too far. Yeah? That's my view. Well, and that means now is a question, what is nature, of course? Yes, what is nature? They have very important you learn, but I don't make you confused here. We call Rupa vision means full reasoning. This is one of the most important technology Buddhas talk to understand nature with we call full reasoning. But I make one sentence simple here. Let's say we have a two nature. We have a conditional nature, unconditional nature. This two nature we possible prove scientifically. No problem. Scientifically. No problem. The conditional nature have a law. Law is not a chaotic. Unconditional nature also have a law. You know the law. What is the nature of a conditional law? You know, what kind of world we are? We are conditional world. Our life is a conditional life. Our body is a conditional body. Our mind is a conditional life. We don't have anything except condition. Nothing. Therefore, what is the law of a conditional world? We live in a conditional world. Yes, we call law of, maybe we say this way, I hope I don't make it confused. We say law of dependency. Law of the dependency. We say law of a dependency means we are dependent each other. Yes. When you start to see this law, you start to believe this is the law of nature, automatically you have a kindness, compassion. The law of nature, not independent. Independent, not independent. Dependency. Shortcut. The ignorance of the nature is the reason to suffering, and the right path or right view of nature, I say right path. And the question, what is the nature, is we say dependency. Law means law of cause effect. Law of the cause effect. We have external law, internal law. The internal law we call karma. Therefore, our mind have a precise law. You think this kind of mind, or you have this kind of mind, you're happy. You have this kind of mind, you're not happy. Never make a mistake. It look like law of the tomato, potato. You put the seed of a tomato in the seed of tomato, never make a mistake, correct? Seed of tomato, never make a mistake to grow in potato, Seed of tomato, say, I'm sorry, I should be growing tomato, but accidentally I become potato. Never say. Never say. In the history of earth, they have countless tomatoes, growing or born, but one tomato never need to say sorry. Why? Because they have a precise law. And therefore, we ignorance of the law of mind means we ignorance of the law of a karma, and that is a problem. Therefore, let's say, what is law? A short thing, say, kindness, let's say kindness, the kindness make you happy. But kindness mind make you happy. We believe in this. Anger mind make you unhappy. Anger and kindness, your karmic knowledge. You born with this. You have kindness. You don't need to learn. Kindness, knowledge without learning. Anger is knowledge without learning. You know both. Therefore, you know both. And kindness make you happy. Anger generally make you unhappy. But of course, mostly people don't know what is kindness precisely. And therefore, many people say, I decided I never be kind, because I'm so kind person now, have so many problems, Therefore, what saying in the Buddhism, we have that's why, what I want to say, that's why making joke, humans become so unpopular in this world. Because, it's the trees, animals more popular than human. Nobody like humans nowadays. They like tree. They like talk with tree. They like to hug a tree. I don't know, but they don't want to talk with humans. They don't like human. Is just why this happen? Why this happening? Because I'm making joke, I'm making joke, and many people like a dog, especially, because I making joke, you put the seed of a tomato head of a dog, and then after 6 months, you look, is seed of a tomato, is make another tomato. And you put the seed of a potato in the, not say seed, in the head of a dog, and then you look another, after 6 months, maybe, and this make another, potato. Never make mistake. But human is very complicated. Means you be nice dog, dog is a guarantee nice you. Okay, they have some crazy dogs, of course, but 99% of the dog, you predicted you be nice, and they like you always. They'll be nice. That's why I like a big dog, a friend of a dog, And you be not nice, you not be nice, you be hitting, beating, whatever, dog don't like you. It's simple law, not complicated law. Not so complicated to be friend with a dog. But to be friend with human beings, I don't know what I do. I don't know, I'm just afraid, I'm afraid to laugh and I'm afraid to do anything, Therefore, I always make a joke. You put the seed of a tomato in the head of a human. After 6 months, you open. Is this really make another tomato? No guarantee. Maybe they make a potato. Not only potato, big green potato, Then I say, that's why I'm sometimes saying, you be nice somebody. You do everything, your life, your time. You give everything. I don't expect so much, but at least I have many expectations. You don't go to harm me. But sometimes you be nice so much, and they'll treat you look like your enemy, And then this makes sometimes feeling of, too distant with the humans, Therefore, human mind is very complicated. Therefore, we need to learn more the law of mind, means law of karma. And then maybe we have a better mind, maybe we have a better world. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. We talk many times dogs. Now he give example dog. I already talked 2-3 times dog. I don't know today what going to happen with the dog, but okay.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Oh yeah, please.
I was in the womb together with brothers and was born alone. And nobody liked to talk. And I was always what's the name? The odd one in the system. And still I talk too loud. I have a different nervous system because of that. What shall I do about that? I survived my abortion. Those brothers were aborted by my mother because she had 2 men. They were just half brothers of me. So in the beginning I did not know who's my dad of those 2. And my mother was just depressed, so my nervous system is not normal. I think often maybe I create a new society with all people alone born, because if you are alone born, you first look in the eyes of the other, and if he is comfortable, then you look back to yourself. And society says that 50% plus of people were in the womb 2 or 3 more. So maybe this is an important condition to realize that we are dependent.
Thank you very much. And do you have a precise question you would like to ask?
I said, how can I live? How can I make benefit with that? Benefit for everyone. And not that I inside suffer, that I turn this around into my superhuman gift. I think maybe talking about it is the beginning.
Yes, it's a very, very specific case, I have to say.
Yes, the psychiatrists were happy and made much money with me.
Yes, but maybe you actually also gave the answer to yourself already. Because it is so special and so rare, maybe this is your...
Not so rare.
Good, even better. Then it's your chance to bring it to awareness. The important part is what you mentioned before. If you don't suffer from it, good. So you might help other people now to...
I know exactly. There is no condition which is per se incurable, because I met that lady from USA in the psychiatry, and she told me, make you make new neurological path by crawling away from your murdering mother and crawling and creaking to a loving person. And I did this, and so step by step, I could grow up my inner not seen child. And now I start with martial arts in the age of 64, but because I know I need this. That's my testimony to that story. I know there is no thing, no condition on earth which is not worth looking at, because life itself is the jackpot. There is no condition to that. That's the jackpot. And thanks for your everyday YouTube YouTube podcasts now. I like them very much.
Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for this. It allows me to be more present and calm down my senses. So my question is on a day-to-day life. I struggle with being around people. So it's good that you said that we're dependent. But I'm much more independent. I like my solitude. And I live in a city and people look at me, people stare, and that's a human behavior. But it annoys me very much. I would like to be mending with the crowd. But I suppose that I get a lot of head turns. I don't know why. I'm just a human, but I did things my way. And maybe it grabs attention. I hate attention because of past events. So yeah, how do I deal with that? It's very simple actually. You can turn off your mind and you just do what you do. That's how I always tell people, mind their own business, so you won't see what I do. But then I am the ignorant one, or the hypocritical one, because I am staring at them, that they are staring at me, you know?
I make it very short.
Yeah, okay. Okay, please.
Get used to the idea you will not change the people. There's no change is going to happening out there. So number one is, what can you do about the situation? You cannot stop people from staring at you. You cannot stop people from being at the places where you also want to go. So the question is, what can you do with this situation? So, but especially like hearing out that you say it comes probably from something that happened in the past. Sounds to me, at least, even without knowing, this is the type of, okay, if you know already it's rooted in the past and it still is a problem for you today, would raise in me just the idea, okay, then it's not processed yet. There is something not processed, yeah? So, and I do think that this is a case, or it's a possibility to look into with some specialists that do this type of releasing past traumas, releasing past experiences that are still troubling you today. But I'm almost sure the key is with you, like it always is. Yeah. And of course, if you like solitude, I mean, it's your life. You can, in a way, decide where you want to move, where you want to spend your time, but you cannot comment other people if they go there too. Yeah, so to some degree, of course, you can avoid, but avoiding, this is what it is. I think at some point in this lifetime, you cannot avoid anymore.
That's why,
yeah. So, and that means, okay, it's time to go deeper. It's time to go into the past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I say something here. Well, I always say in the sentence is I'm not teaching people how they change their life, but I teach people how they change their day. Changing today is become changing your life. we born one day, we die one day, we live in one day, everything go happening one day and today. Today is not little part of life. Today is the only life you and me have. However, that's why I'm saying people, yesterday is dead. We cannot reach it. Tomorrow not born. Today is the only what we have. That's why I'm saying people, changing one day become changing your life. That's why I'm always say people, if you wanted, what I say, I'm always saying, what I'm just saying, and I give many times people the method how to be happy, how to feel good, but I also people saying, I give you some practice how you not feel good, you know. Therefore, I always say people, whoever want more enemy, please don't forget change others. Whoever want life is become difficult, don't forget change others. Changing others is great ignorance. Changing others we not possible, but we always try because we want it. Want it is only reason why we're doing, but we cannot change others. In the history of earth, nobody success change others. We possible help others, but we cannot change others. That's why I say, I know many times people want happy, they need to change somebody. They don't want more suffering, they need to change somebody or changing others or something like this. Therefore, I always saying is changing yourself enough. If you want good life, only you need to think one thing, change yourself. If you want a healthy body, only one thing, change yourself. If you want happy, just do one thing, changing yourself. Changing yourself is not knowledge maybe, but wisdom. Changing yourself is maybe not the medicine, but is a healing. Changing yourself is maybe not the money, but is a wealth. Therefore, don't forget, change yourself. Therefore, every early morning is you wake up, is only try to make a small practice, maybe. It's just practice of 1 minute. The practice of 1 minute maybe change your entire day. And this maybe become change of your life. Therefore, and every morning is what Buddhism call Tonglin, is a give and take, practice of giving and take. And therefore, every morning you wake up, is the first moment, is you just say 11 times. 11 times look like a prayer. You say, I give my best in this world. I give my best in this world and others myself. I give my best. Giving best, you need to be happy, You say, I give my best in this world. But after whatever come, I go accept it. Giving your best is a kindness. After whatever come, you accept it, is compassion. World is a 50-50. 50 good, 50 no good. That's why we need the compassion. Therefore, you giving your best, make you happy. After whatever come, you accept it or take it, make you, less suffering. And this also I practice myself, is a good instruction. But my last sentence, what I want to say, in Tantric Buddhism, is we practice liking people, like people. I like people, you know. Is maybe, is I'm not wrong. I mean, I understand what Master say. Also, you have maybe many reasons, but I just given without I just simple answer here is every time you try to have mala, maybe is you have 108 time. You don't need to pray. You don't need to chant mantra. You just chant it 108 times. Say, I like people. You know, I like people. I like people. I like people. I like. That's your mantra. You remember, one person don't like it, enough bring you down. You are most strongest man and woman this earth, but you don't like one person, enough you break down. Is therefore, of course, you don't like more people, big problem. Therefore, and practice like people. But that's not mean people is always good, you know. That's not mean people always doing correct, you know. And therefore, nothing is perfect in this world. Therefore, you should be try. You know, maybe my advice may be a little wrong, but you try. Oh, everybody try. It's incredible, incredible. You know, it's incredible. Look, you change it. You know, you practice like people. Every morning, 108 times you chant and say, I like people, I like people, I like people. You know, maybe this helping. Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Rinpoche.
Okay, that's good. First of all, thank you for this time. Wonderful. I have a question: how to find the balance between enjoying here and now, the life, and if I'm the person I like to achieve different goals, to challenge myself, to go forward to the fears, and let's say I devote myself in something, or I still would like to challenge myself or to have some goals. But then I ask to myself, okay, it doesn't mean that I'm not enjoying my life or I'm not in peace here and now, what I have today. So how to find this balance? Because I really resonate what I've heard from YouTube videos, like no pain, no gain. I really like it, and it's me. And I practice martial arts, so I really like it, but then I answer myself, okay, again, I would like to have next step. Why? If it's my purpose, or if I'm satisfied with what I have now, here and now, or maybe I don't need to do it and just enjoying my life here and now. So I would like to have a balance, or maybe I need to understand or to think deeper, to meditate about that if I really need it in my life or not. So that maybe some more tips, advices.
Okay.
No pain, no gain. Who said that? Who said that? You. Me. No, it must be AI, but okay. Anyhow. No, not joking. Yeah, so be careful. AI is getting good. But also, before I come to answer that question, I had this conversation also with Master Nim. Because everybody's afraid nowadays. AI is taking over everything. Everything is becoming fake. But then he asked me, where does AI come from? So who created AI? So actually, it's not that somebody created AI. It's just that the humans discovered that AI is there. So how can the human discover something if it would not be in the first place already existing in the realm of, let's say, possibilities. So that in a way already started for me to, okay, so we call it artificial intelligence, and actually it has been there all the time already. It's just that now the time has come where the humans have discovered it and are now putting it into a certain form. But does it mean it's artificial and something beyond the human being? No, it's just something that the human has created. So that already started for me to open the possibility and the acceptance of welcome to the world of AI. We're entering into a phase where AI is becoming a part of the normal human interaction that we're gonna have and the next generations. For us right now, the time that we still know AI didn't exist, AI seems to be something unnatural. The generation afterwards, or 2 generations after us, they don't even know a time where AI was not existing. So for them, it will be very, very natural. So why I mention that is, because again, you create the devil or the paradise with what you think about the things. This is my conclusion. You can see AI as the threat and then welcome to the new hell. Or you can just start accepting it. This is the new age we're starting to enter. And then you learn a way to live with it and accept, okay, life is full of changes and AI is the next change. Okay, so that is just like a side effect. Don't know why. Because of no pain, no gain, which I didn't say, but good. Okay. I think what helped me, I was also like adrenaline freak sometimes. I sometimes need the challenges. I thought so until I remember myself always of one thing. I come with nothing and I go with nothing. And what you do in between is up to you. Whatever you attain in between those 2 points is up to you. This is what I feel like. It's the great chance as a human being to express yourself in a way that you feel like, this is what I would like to do. This is, let's say, your free will, no problem. But at the end, nothing of that matters. None of it. Yes. And so this also, it doesn't mean just because you come with nothing and you go with nothing. I'm not saying don't do anything in between. It's just remind yourself that the beginning and the end is the same. So which means don't get attached to anything that happens in between. Which on the one side gives possibilities, but on the other side also a very realistic point of view how much you personally should get attached to what happens in between. With the result, in the best case, not at all. You make it out of fun, great. When it's done, it's done. But when you feel right now already like there is this urge to continuously like, you cannot sit still, then it also means and tells you there is some type of conditioning and pattern already inside of your life, which now you're able to correct it if you are aware of it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I give a very short answer. Well, it's of course a very interesting question. Maybe I don't have a really direct answer, but I just give something answer, maybe helpful. Maybe I say this way. Life is just a path. You are the purpose. Life is just a mirror. You need to see yourself. I always say, life no have a purpose except yourself. Never forget yourself. Of course, life is, we have all different kind of life. Me is life is just a path a way to be ourselves or discover ourselves. And that's why I say life no have meaning. You are the meaning of life. Life is just a path. You are the purpose. Of course, you go in your path, but don't forget you are the purpose. Life is just a question. You are the answer. Yeah.
Final one.
Would you say that Shaolin is more of a philosophy or a religion or something? Because it goes back to Greek.
What he say? What he say?
Just repeat one more time.
Would you say that Shaolin is more of a philosophy?
Then what?
Than a religion or something?
So, this word is spread meanwhile very big in the world. If you ask somebody what is Shaolin, some people say it's a location, some people say it's a temple, some people say it's a way of life, some people say it is a culture. But let me put it like this. No matter what it is, if it's not somehow useful for you, you don't need it. Whatever it is. If it's a religion and it doesn't make it useful for you, you don't need that religion. If it's a philosophy and the philosophy also is not useful for you, you also don't need that philosophy. But if it is something that makes you maybe become a little bit more healthy, become a little bit more calm, become a little bit more wise, become a little bit more kind, becoming a little bit more loving, then I really think it doesn't matter how it's called, it's the right way. So, what is Shaolin? It's a way. It's a way. It's a possibility. But some people have the way right in front of their eyes, but do nothing with it. And other people walk the path and therefore get some of the fruits or the benefits that this path can offer. And Shaolin is one amongst many pathways that there are. That would be the answer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You would like one more?
Okay. Yeah.
You said wake up in the beginning for simple words, but I think it's not very simple.
Wake up.
Mm-hmm. So wake up from what? Wake up how? What's the way? So that I can wake up, or what's the way when I do it? So I have to know.
I say or he say? Oh, well, okay. Now I need to take responsibility. What I? Yeah. Okay. Maybe maybe I make a very simple answer. Okay. I have so many things to say. I want to say, but this is not the right setting, not the right moment. But I give a very simple way, say something. You know, in the concept of Buddha, Buddha is Buddha is a Sanskrit language. And we translate the Sanskrit language, in Tibetan we call Sangji. Sang means liberated. Ji means awakening. Sang means liberation. Ji means awakening. Yeah? Sang Ji. Now, liberation of what? In Buddhism, we call, they have a two kind of a delusion. A delusion of what we know and the delusion of what we see. A delusion of what we know, we call obstacle of liberation. We are not free of what we know. And that's all what we have moment, of course. And the delusion of what we see is the obstacle of awakening. We call awakening. Therefore, that's why we are born with what we know. What we know? We are born with what we see, and that means you're born with your own world. You live with your own world. You die with your own world. Because you always stay world of what you know, world of what you see. Let's say world of what you know. Once you liberate what you know, what you see, what really means is we call world of enlightenment. The knowledge, we have two kind of knowledge. Knowledge without learning is a karmic knowledge. And knowledge with the learning, the knowledge without learning, all species have. And knowledge with learning, only mostly humans have. Correct? Conclusion is awakening means to liberate knowledge. Moment you and me is just knowledge, no mean anything. Therefore, to happiness is just knowledge. Moment, suffering is just knowledge. Right is knowledge, wrong is knowledge, whatever you call. Here for awakening means, of course, is difficult, but awakening means to liberate what we know and liberate what we see. And that's what we call chutamche rangjinji number ta means we say that all of the phenomena naturally pure. What is not pure, the what we know and what we see. And this name we call karmic influence, of course. Therefore, awakening means deep level. Deep level awakening means is to liberate knowledge. Knowledge never come you. Knowledge just temporarily your hotel. That's not home. That's for you and be honest. Be honest, Yeah, it's be honest. Yes, of course, you know many things, but you feel you are a little more than this, of course. And therefore, but the simple way, what I'm saying people to be awake, of course, is I'm saying is just to be in the present moment, to make enjoy with the everyday life, simple things, not to wait big things, don't wait to big happening, just making, just happy more, just try to happy more what you have. And that's me is a simple way of awakening. You don't wait happiness, something what you don't have. But awakening is something very, very, very deep. And the last sentence, what I want to say, remember I say because of today we say some question answers here. In the question is very important. I always say, you take is a question is the path. It's a difficult path. But this is the right path. If you take answer is the path, is easy path, but is maybe this is a wrong path. I always say people, without question, or man and a woman who don't have any question, this man and woman very dangerous. One of most dangerous man and woman, when we become most dangerous, when he or she don't have any question, except that you're enlightened. But I don't think we're enlightened. Therefore, question always make a better world. I know it's little painful path. This question is sometimes lonely journey. Of course, we like the answer, Answer is easy. Therefore, never forget that. That's why Buddha also enlightened. Buddha enlightened not with answer, he enlightened with the question. Our questions is too small. Therefore, you have a very little enlightenment. You have a bigger question, you have a big enlightenment. Therefore, just I want to say, question is a difficult path, but maybe right path. Answer may be easy path, but maybe not perfect path. I know people like answer without question. Therefore, we are today, our job, therefore we say in Buddhism, is the teaching of Buddha is a mirror. It's only question. We are only questioning. We are not give answer. We cannot give answer. Look like we are giving answer here, but not. If I have an answer, my answer never you go to receive. Only you possible discover. Therefore, in Buddhism say, life is a master. Life is always teaching us. Life is always giving question us. That's why we say Buddha is everywhere. Means the teaching is everywhere. Therefore, don't forget, learn with life. And hopefully one day you find that self-master or inner master. Yeah.
See, it is unplanned and it naturally comes to such a nice end. Yes? Sometimes these things happen. There's simply nothing to add to this anymore. So, Rinpoche, Tulku Lobsang, thank you very, very much for your time, for visiting us also.
Yes, thank you.
We will continue talking.
Yes. Thank you very much. We like head to head. Yes. Yeah, Tibetan head, the Shaolin head. Which one stronger one?
Good. Yes, then also to everyone, thank you very much for joining.
Thank you
for coming. And enjoy your continuous training. See you next time.
Please.
Thank you.